Hey guys, Hungry Cat here bringing you my Black Green Zombies deck. I do not have the money for this deck right now, that's why I'm doing this deck tech on Tapped Out. But soon I will have the money to get this deck. But right now it's pretty expensive and I don't have the money for it. So let's start off with the creatures. We're running 4 Digraph Ghoul. Digraph Ghoul is a staple in pretty much every single zombie deck as a 2-2 for 1. Hits play tapped, can't block the first time it comes in, so it's kind of a dead draw late game when you want some more defense or you're on the offense. But, turn 1, it's perfect. It's 2-2 attacking on the second turn. We have 4 Dregmangler, 3-3 for Haster for 3. Solid body, solid creature to play on the third turn, unless you want to play Geralt's Messenger, which is probably better. But a Scavenge for 5. Scavenge is a little bit expensive, but later in the game, when you have nothing else to pour your mana into, you could just scavenge it onto something else and make that creature stronger. Maybe a Geralt's Messenger, for example. So it hits by tapped. When it enters the battlefield, target opponent loses 2 life. Triple black for a 3-2 with Undying. This card is extremely strong. It's in pretty much every zombie deck now. I don't know if you're running zombies. I don't know why you wouldn't run a Geralt's Messenger, or at least 2 to 4 of them, because the triple black is pretty expensive, pretty greedy for like Jund or something like that. That's why it's not run. That's why they don't run in that. But in any zombie deck, Geralt's Messenger should be in there. I mean, it's a solid body, 3-2 with Undying. I mean, once they get rid of it, it just comes back. And it's a 3-2 that hits play tap, they lose 2 life. It's automatic 2 to the face, then a 3-2 attacking you every turn. 4 Gravecrawler. Gravecrawler's in every zombie deck now. I don't know why you wouldn't put one. It's 2-1 for 1, they can't block. But you can cast it from your graveyard when you control a zombie, so you don't have to worry about it dying. You can just bring it back for more zombies. And it's just a great attacker. You just attack with it every turn. Don't care about it dying because you can just cast it again. 4 Lotleth Troll. Lotleth Troll is the reason why this deck is green, mostly. 2 for 2/1, trample, discard a card, discard a creature card, put a 1/1 counter on it, and regenerate for 1 black. You don't want to overcommit to this. You don't want to discard your whole hand to this because it'll just make it the main target on the board, and they'll just do anything they can to destroy it. And once they destroy it, you just don't have a hand anymore. It wasn't worth it, and you want to discard 2 to 3 cards to it at most, because that way it's a solid body creature that they're gonna have to deal with, but they're not gonna make it their main priority. They might not get rid of it right away. 3 Rakdos Cackler. Rakdos Cackler is pretty good. It's played in a lot of red decks or black decks. It's 1/1 for 1 with Unleash, so 2/2 for 1 that can't block. So it's pretty decent. Not as good as Digraph Ghoul in my opinion. Maybe in some Rakdos decks because it has the option of black or red, but this is just a black-green deck, so the red's not going to matter. So Rakdos Cackler is pretty good. We're not running 4 because it's not a zombie, so it's not going to help your Gravecrawlers, but it's still a pretty good card. 2 Stranglerootgeist. I took out Blood Artist on this deck because it's not really good unless you're running Falkenrath Aristocrat, because you sack creatures, get 1/1 counters on... Sack creatures, make your Falkenrath indestructible. They lose 1 life, you gain 1. It's just pretty good synergy, but I have no Falkenrath. I don't have the money to make this Jund zombies. That would just be so much money with the Aristocrats, which are $20 cards, and a better mana base, so that's just going to be too expensive for my budget. But 2 Stranglerootgeist seems to get the job done, even though it's double green. We're running pretty good mana fixing lands. So let's get onto the lands. We're running 2 forests. That's really all you need. You don't need more than 2 forests. You should run 0 to 2 forests. I mean, you don't need forests. We're running 4 Overgrown Tomb. These are pretty good mana fixing lands that come into play. Untapped, unless you want to hit them play tapped, which you most likely will not. Turn 1 you want to play a Gravecrawler or something, but it hits play. You may pay 2 life. If you do, it comes into play tapped instead. So basically, you play it, you have the option to pay 2 life. If you pay the 2 life, it comes into play untapped. If you don't, it just comes to play tapped. Most of the time, you're going to pay the 2 life for it to come into play untapped, play something turn 1. Or you'll have some swamps out and play them. 14 swamps, obviously. Mostly that's what you want in a black-green zombie deck. You want mostly swamps and some dual lands. And for other dual lands, we're running 4 Woodland Cemetery. Woodland Cemetery is quite good in this deck. Let me just fix the camera. Alright. Woodland Cemetery is quite good in this deck. It's because it comes into play untapped most of the time, because Overgrown Tomb is also a swamp or a forest. So it comes into play untapped most of the time. For instance, we're running 4 Tragic Slip. Tragic Slip is really good removal. Normally you're gonna play it when the Morbid ability is activated, and that creature gets -13/-13 for 1. That's just a pretty much kill card for 1 black. Force Sign in Blood really speeds up the deck. Drawing 2 cards for 2 is quite good. Losing 2 life does not matter to you. I mean, it doesn't really matter. You're not gonna really regret losing that 2 life for those 2 cards. It's just really good. We are running 4 Rancor. Let me just scroll down. Rancor, +2 its own trample for 1 green, and when the creature dies, or no, when Rancor dies, return it to your hand, so it recurs itself whenever the creature dies. So Rancor is just really strong. You equip it to not a lot left. You should equip it to a messenger. That's gonna be their main target. They kill it, comes back with undying. The Rancor comes back to your hand. Equip it again, just in the same situation, but it's a little bit worse. So Rancor is a 4 of, obviously. Now for the sideboard, we're running 2 Deathrite Shaman. This is pretty good against different kinds of decks. It's kind of versatile. That's why I have it in the sideboard. It's an elf, so it's not a zombie, so we're running 2 of them. 2 Abrupt Decay against, like Control with Oblivion Ring and Detention Sphere. And against Control, it's really good because it can't be countered, and it destroys their O-rings and stuff. 2 Thragtusks for the mirror matchup. When you're playing zombies, the Thragtusk is just going to destroy zombies. You gain 5 life. So then, all of that time they've been working to get your life down, you just gain that right back up. Then you have a 5/3 body to block, and then when Thragtusk blocks, and maybe it trades with the other card, you get a 3/3 other blocker, and then it's extremely good against the mirror matchup. 2 Doomblade against non-black decks, or if I need more removal. 3 Appetite for Brains for other cards that are running pretty hefty mana cost cards in their opening hand. You just get rid of those right off the bat for 1. 2 Sever the Bloodline for cards that are running a lot of the same cards. And 2 Golgari Charm just for versatility. Or for pesky enchantments. And also, it's pretty good against the mirror matchup. Regenerating all your creatures is quite good. Anyways, that's my deck tech. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Sorry, I haven't been able to get this deck yet. That's why I'm doing it on Tapped Out. But hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll see y'all later.